Hi everyone, Tasha here, and this is my stop on the Kat Scrappiness Christmas in July video hop. Today I'm sharing a tutorial on how to make a Dutch fold card, and I'm featuring the Kat Scrappiness Reindeer Games stamp set. This is just a peek of the supplies that I'll be using. I have the Reindeer Games stamp set here. It includes 5 reindeers and several different accessories. And then I'll also be using the Reindeer Games Sentiment stamp set. It has a variety of sentiments and little snowflakes. For the paper, I'll be using a piece of pattern paper from the Kat Scrappiness Ugly Sweater paper collection, and this is double-sided. These prints are really fun. And then I'll be using a silver foil paper, a red cardstock, and then for my base, I'm using a white 12 by 12 piece of paper. You can use any color you want. Starting with the 12 by 12 paper, I'm trimming it down to size. This will be 12 by 9.5. And then I'm going to start my scoring. I'm scoring along the 12-inch side, and I'm scoring down at 3 and 9. So you just have to do those 2 scores along that 12-inch side. I'm going to use a pink pen just to mark it up so you can see those lines a little bit better. Once you're done, flip your paper and you're going to score along the 9.5 side, and you're scoring all the way down at 3.5. And then for the second score, you're going to score at 6.5, but only up to that second score line, and then again down to the second score line. You could also just flip your paper around, like do it on the back and score down if that's easier. I'm using my pen to mark the spots that you're going to cut out. Once all your scoring is done, all you have to do is cut these 4 squares, and then you have this fun Dutch fold card base. This is such an easy card fold, but it has such a cool look, and I love that all those pieces are interactive, and you can use scrap paper to decorate the panels. So again, just going in and trying to stay on those score lines, and once I'm done, we will use a bone folder to press everything down. Okay, next we're going in and just folding all those lines in, and I'm using my Kat Scrappiness bone folder. I like that this one has the 2 sides, so I'm just using the flat side and just scoring those or pressing down those score lines so everything folds easily. And I'm just making sure everything opens and closes and measures up. And it stands up too once those little bottom panels are open. Everything just stands up on your table, so it's really a fun fold. Now I'm going to start my stamping. For the top panel, I'm stamping 3 little reindeers. I'm going to start with the middle one and just kind of positioning it where I want it on this little longer panel. I love the reindeer with the little Christmas lights around his antlers. I just think they're so cute. I love actually any animal that has like the Christmas lights or the snowman with the Christmas lights. I just think they're so fun. So once I had the first reindeer all stamped, I'm going in with a second one. I did stamp them separately so I can kind of get them closer together so those stamps don't touch. And then I added in a third one. So it's kind of like one's in the middle with the bell and the lights, and then there's one giving a gift, and then this last one is on the corner, just, you know, kind of there seeing that a gift is going to be given. I was trying to make like a little scene here. And once they're all stamped up, then I'll just color it and then add some of the snowflakes. So again, I'm just stamping it up with some black ink. And then I'm going to stamp my greeting. I decided to use 2 greetings from the fun Reindeer Game Sentiment set. And I stamped the first one in green and then the second one with red, just to stick with the holiday or Christmas theme of this card. And I like how it looks with the 2 colors. And this sentiment area is actually going to go on the inside, or that opening area of the card. So here's how it looks all stamped up. So cute. And I love the little reindeer greetings. And then here is the little reindeers all stamped up before they were colored. And here they are all colored up. So I did color them with Copic markers, and then I used the little snowflakes from the sentiment stamp set to add some blue snowflakes in the background, and then use some ink blending around the edges. And again, just looking at my card and trying to decide which area I was going to do first. So I'm deciding to go with doing that opening or the largest area first, and then doing the outside panels last. I'm using just regular tape runner to adhere my layers, but you can use liquid adhesive for this or anything you want. It's just paper to paper, so it's real simple to do. So I'm going in with my first layer, and this one is just going to be red cardstock. I used all similar colors throughout this project. I wanted to stick with that holiday theme. And then I'm using a piece of this glitter paper from Kat Scrappiness, and this is not normal glitter paper. This is a glitter pattern paper, which is great, especially if you're sending cards to people who aren't a fan of loose glitter. There's nothing that's going to come off in the mail or on your hands. It just has a really fun glitter look, and it's just regular paper. So it's really a fun pattern paper pack, and there's several packs. They have a pink one, a teal one, and then a multicolor one. Next, I'm going in and layering my little square pieces together. These are, that's going to be the center where it has the sentiment that we stamped. And then I added a little bit of that fun pattern paper with the snowflake design. So I'm just going in and I'm going to position this right in the center. And I just love these colors together and the red sparkle. It's just so pretty and festive. Next, I'm going to start decorating the front or those front panels. I'm using that same pattern paper, and I'm going to attach it to the silver foil paper. Again, we're having all of these colors coordinate from the inside and the outside, but they're kind of layered in a different way. So for this one, I'm putting the pattern paper on top of the foil paper. This would also look great if you wanted to add an actual glitter paper behind it. It would add tons of sparkle. In addition to adding the little squares with that pattern paper, I'll be adding this pattern paper on the front panel too. So we have that snowflake paper throughout the card. This is also a good way to use up your scrap paper. As I mentioned earlier, I tend to always save my pattern paper scraps, and since there's so many different layers and pieces, it's a good way to use some of your scraps up. So here is that top panel. I'm going to attach the pattern paper to the red cardstock, and then again adding a layer of the silver foil paper, which I just love. It has such a pretty shine when the light hits it, and it's a nice alternative to having just a glitter piece or another color. And then I'm just going to attach my little happy reindeer right to that silver foil. I just love it so much, and I love the blue color in the background. They just look so happy. And then I'm just attaching it to that center card. Sometimes it's a little tricky to position it because I wanted to make sure, one, I had it facing the right way, because I have done that before. Don't know if you have, where you attach something and it's upside down. So I had to make sure, I had to check to make sure it was facing the right way, the reindeer were facing the right way. And then I wanted to make sure that I lined it up straight, so I kind of lined it up from the top where we scored, and then it fit perfectly on here. And look how fun it is when you open up all of these panels. It's just such a neat card fold, and it's so easy to make, and I think people would really enjoy getting them because they stand up like this, so you could have your cute little reindeer showing on a table or a fireplace for the holidays, and it looks a lot harder than it really is. So I hope you enjoyed today's project and are having fun in the hop. All the measurements and supplies used are in the description box below. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.